Have you ever thought that the life of Jesus Christ might contain secrets not mentioned in the Bible? There is an ancient story that says Jesus traveled to India, but this period is missing in the Gospels. What if this mysterious part of his life is the reason for his teachings that changed the world? But before that, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Our story today doesn't start with the birth of Jesus, but with a missing period in his life, one that isn't mentioned in the traditional Gospels. This period spans between his childhood and the beginning of his public ministry, when Jesus was about 12 to 30 years old. This period was a perplexing mystery, and many stories have been raised about what happened to him during this time. Jesus traveled, leaving the land of Israel in his teenage years. While the land of the Jews was under Roman occupation, he left seeking spiritual peace and began an extraordinary journey. Jesus traveled to India early in his life. He passed through Iran and then reached India, a land rich in spiritual philosophies and ancient Indian teachings. At that time, India was a center for many profound spiritual teachings. There were many philosophical schools that taught meditation, spiritual awareness, and beliefs such as reincarnation and liberation from the cycle of life and death, like Buddhism and Hinduism. Jesus spent many years in India, traveling between various temples and mountains, learning from monks and spiritual teachers. Jesus acquired many teachings from Indian spirituality, emphasizing equality among humans, mercy, and the pursuit of inner peace. During this period, he began deep meditation and studied how one could overcome suffering through spirituality. The Indian traditions Jesus studied suggest that a person can reach nirvana, a state of total peace and spiritual liberation. This idea matched some of Jesus' teachings when he began his ministry, such as the concept of the kingdom of God, where he called people to live in inner peace and comfort, free from immersion in the material world. Jesus learned in India the meditation techniques that help connect with God through mental clarity and self-reflection, teachings similar to those prevalent in ancient Indian philosophies. Jesus didn't only learn these methods, but also taught them in various places. He also helped heal many patients using spiritual techniques that were common in India, such as touching and deep meditation, to restore spiritual and physical balance. Jesus was deeply influenced by the Buddhist idea of humility and renunciation. In this philosophy, one must give up material desires to reach spiritual tranquility. He also visited some places considered sacred in India, such as the city of Varanasi, which was a major center of spiritual education in ancient India, where he learned lessons about life and death and connecting with God. He also met with great Buddhist teachers and discussed deep spiritual questions with them. During his time in India, Jesus demonstrated special spiritual powers. He healed patients in India, and his ability to heal was based on faith and a deep spiritual connection with God. He also taught people in India how to balance the body and soul and how to achieve inner peace. After years of learning and spiritual searching, Jesus decided to return to his land. When he returned, he was not the same person who had left. He now had a deeper understanding of life and had the ability to use his spiritual teachings in his message, which would be passed down through generations. He now carried a message about inner peace, mercy, and love. When Jesus began his teaching, his words differed from many of the traditional Jewish practices of the time. He spoke of the kingdom of God on earth and the inner peace that every person should strive for. His message was influenced by what he had learned in India. In the end, we ask, did Jesus really travel to India? There is no conclusive historical evidence to prove this, but this story remains open for research and reflection. Was Jesus' journey to India part of his deep understanding of the human spirit? And did he truly learn the secrets of life in India that he brought to us? This story remains one of the greatest spiritual secrets in Christian history, and its questions may remain mysterious, but the message of Jesus about love, inner peace, and mercy has reached us despite everything, and the Bible remains the only true source for the life of Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.